Hey, what's up? Welcome to the next video. Today we're finally, after waiting for the parts for a month, we're finally installing the new coilovers. So BC doesn't sell these, all right? So I had to piece them together with different parts that they sell to make it work. I will post all the part numbers right on the screen. You can pause it if you need the part numbers to do it yourself. And yeah, that's about it. On top of what we're doing, we're also going to be building our spring bucket delete kit. So I have the spherical bearings, pretty nice chromoly ones with the Teflon coating. They're pretty sweet. Got the chromoly tubing, and this stuff's pretty nice and is a perfect fit. Look at that. Perfect. So we're going to TIG weld all that. Let's get to it. We already got the car on the lift. We've been doing a couple little things. And yeah, let's get to it. All right, so I wanted to show some of the fender because I was just way too excited. So you get to see me do this for the very first time. I have literally never done this before. So we just do a couple layers of fiberglass. I think I did 4 in total. And resined in between each one. I will say the only thing I'll do differently is the resin kind of puddled in the flare a little. So I want to do something a little bit differently there, but we'll see on the next one. Then we're going to start working on the suspension. And you're going to pretend you watched me take those control arms off because I forgot to record it. But you get to see me bend the control arms. I did a 30-degree bend for anyone who wants to do this themselves. Did it for 2 reasons. Suspension geometry for 1. I am testing a theory. And 2, the factory control arm is kind of bent, so I kind of wanted to just run it similarly to that. So here I'm trying to fit up bolts and nuts, trying to figure out my alignment to center the control arm, so then I can measure that and order the misalignment spacers I need. Went to go put it on, and the inside hits the knuckle, as you will watch me find out in real time here in a second. The inside just doesn't have as much clearance as the outside, so it hit the aluminum. So what I end up doing is I just shaved about a 1/2 inch off. I probably only had to shave a smidge, but I shaved more, so I had no concern of it hitting. Yeah, that was really the only fitment issue I had. Other than that, it's perfect. And then now it'll just pop right on. And this will be the very first time I lower it down just to check to see if it actually worked. And it did. Alright, so this is me pulling it off. It's like 7:30 in the morning. I couldn't even sleep. I was so excited to do this thing. No major issues. It did stick a little bit to the mold and pull some of the tooling gel off. I was able to just sand it right off though, but that means I have to put it back on the mold. But no major issues. Here I'm just trimming all the fabric off and giving it a rough cut before I clean it with a DA. You have no idea how excited I was. Man, so much tripoding this weekend, let me tell you. Alright, so we're gonna real-time install this on the car. But first, we gotta go over here. We gotta remove that crap. Use my gut tool for something, right? That's not useful enough because it fell down. Bam. It is not on straight at all. That's better. That's good. I still gotta trim this a little bit. There we go. That is the first ever wide body fender for a V1 CTSV that isn't some super weird 9-mile long one. We just needed a little. This is about 1.5 inches, as you can see. Now let's lower it down. Get rid of that. Lower it down. See what this stuff Oh man. Oh man. Car's not completely on the ground yet. That's good. Oh man. Alright, cut. I tripoded and I just no more of that. No. So here we got the coilovers, got the old ones apart, got the BCs all together. I put a little bit of grease on the threads, just a little bit, to not do what I did with the K-Sports. Waste of money and time. But this takes forever, I'm not gonna lie. Thank God this is a time lapse because wow, it took forever. So here I cut that flange off because I had to cut a little bit off like we talked about before. So got that measured up, cleaned, and then I measured the other one to make them identical. And then once I did that, I started welding. As soon as I mark this here and, finish cutting the other one, All right, lining it up. I was using my block, my heatsink block, to line everything up. Made it so much easier. So much easier. And here we go, the final product. I am extremely happy with these. So nice. All right, so now that I got all that apart, I gotta get this situated here. And then after that, I'm getting these off next. These were just temporary, just to measure the height for the spring and the shock and stuff, just to make sure it all fit. Because I had a couple horror stories from a couple other people who tried to do it, who bought, the wrong springs, the wrong shocks, and I didn't want to go through that problem. That's money, and I try to ball on a budget, so that's what I did. Most of these parts I just had laying around. They're just junk stuff laying on the shelf. So I'm gonna get these off, get the top hats off, get them swapped over, and let's get the BCs on, man. I'm excited. I've actually never had BCs before. All right, now we're getting the BCs installed. Having my awesome wife Amy help makes it super easy because she fits in a trunk. I'm gonna use that information however I want. Thankfully, these go on super easy when you have a person that fits in the trunk. I'm not gonna lie. They're kind of a pain in the ass. And from here, we basically got the lower bolts in on both sides, got them tight. The BCs came with new nuts, which was super nice. The K-Sports did. I had to find them. Got the lower control arms painted and reinstalled. I think the white looks pretty nice. I was gonna do something fancier, but maybe down the road. So here, I don't know what happened, but like the first thread on the bolt was like damaged. So I had to end up finding a new bolt because I could not get it in. And then it went right in. So it was just the bolt. And torque the wheel spacer down. Always torque those down. I don't know why people don't. Here I go, I hook up my alignment tool. And basically I just start adjusting camber and toe. It takes a minute because I have to do a lot of adjusting. It really messed the toe up. I was shocked. Then up and down, and then we're done. All right, so we got the control arms made. We readjusted the toe. We got camber. You can see how the wheel is actually positive camber up in the air, how it's supposed to be. Yeah, that's the greatest thing ever. The BC racing coils fit perfectly. We got them adjusted to the height I like. Both sides are done. Everything's tight. Well, that's all snug because I got to take it to the alignment shop. But we have a couple more things before that. Next step is to get rid of these. Throw this stuff in the garbage and start building my oval exhaust. That's next, minus just some more maintenance. Plan on doing intake gaskets on it and getting the injectors cleaned. And then yeah, I'm also gonna do a write-up on these over fenders. So catch that in the next video. I didn't do the first one because I was still learning and just didn't wanna waste my time. The next one, I will be doing a full video on. So catch you on the next one.